Right, well, a different type of video today. I thought I'd quickly show what the hell has been happening with my car. And as you can see, part of the motor's there, the rest of it's over there. So what the hell has happened? Well, as you may have seen, we were out with red dirt. This was now about 4 months ago, coming on 5. Out at Glasshouse, and you would have seen, if you watched the video and watched some of the teasers on Instagram, you obviously would have heard that this car makes a bunch of noise, and not good ones. There's a lot of not rod sounding noises, but a lot of ticking noises. Yep. Perfect. Well, little did I know, on that trip, and it was on its last leg.
Jeep good, patrol bad.
It's now been some time since, and finally put my finger out, and over the past 2 weekends, myself and a bunch of my mates, a bunch of boys came by, and they were more help than I ever was. We were able to actually get the motor out of the car, separated and pulled apart, which took way too long, but thought I'd quickly run through. And before it rains, I'm going to quickly do this block first. But thought I'll show you what's going on. So we'll come over here to the block itself. So 1 through to 6. 1 is a right, I reckon the line is a bit touched. Same with those. But number 3 here, there's a fat line. You probably won't see it on camera, but about where my finger is, there's a nice lip there. And same with number 4. And then 5 and 6, the same as 1 and 2. So when I did the compression test, cylinders 1, 2, 5 and 6 were all above 300 psi. Give me a moment while I fact check this. So cylinder 1, 400 psi, cylinder 2, 340 psi, cylinder 5, 340, cylinder 6, 350. Not ideal, but cylinders 3 and 4 were the problem ones. Cylinder 3, 100 psi, and cylinder 4, 250 psi. So, I reckon half that's got to do with the fact that these are well moving. And when we got the head off, we were actually able to shake and move the cylinders, and move them, well, a lot more than they're supposed to, which is, you know, not ideal. Lift away. Lift away. Can't see any of the pistons.
Oh, it's fucking leaking on me. That's fucking...
Well, the coolant there. You ready?
Yeah, we'll take one to help. Yep.
Yeah, I think there's room over there. Alright, so that's the motor pulled apart because after Red's Dirt trip 4 months ago, it broke and like over pressurized and it's got put oil all over my car. So finally pulled it apart, and we're trying to figure out what has happened. It's either something, pistons or head, rings, something. So these are the worst ones. How's the bottom of the head?
Yeah, not good. That's melted, man.
Yeah, it would be, yeah, because these are the bad two. It's supposed to move that much?
Your piston is not meant to move at all. She's blowing up, Nathan.
Maybe that's where my knock is. You rotate top dead center, try the other ones.
Jake, go again.
Bring the other ones up. Rodney! Rodney?
Well, I'll think Rodney's home.
Hopefully, I think I've got some footage of when the pistons were still in the motor. We're actually able to shake them and move them side to side where they're supposed to sit. And well, obviously that is not ideal. So, yeah. So, coming on to everything else. Intake manifold, there's a lot of oil sitting in there. There's a bit in the turbo, and I think there's some on the exhaust sides. The head, there's some marks of different temperature of having, oh, you want to light it all, different marks along it. The clutch, The clutch, I actually didn't think, ignore that crap, it just came off the flex plate. But clutch wasn't too bad by the looks of it, which is, I guess, A+ sign. But we got the pistons out after way too much struggle, and well, here they are. So cylinder, I think this is 1. So at one point these were yellow, but there's a lot of blue mark in them. Conrods seem alright, but top of the pistons are not ideal. So top of number 1, there's a lot of crap sitting on that. Number 2, the ring has come off this one, which is, you know, ideal. Same mark on those. And number 3, the low compression, the cylinder is just fully removed off this. So I reckon that's part of the problem. Same with number 4, the piston, the ring is just free. They're all blue, they're all got marks on them. 5, ring is alright. And then 6. So they're all, you know, cooked, which I'm very good at doing. This sort of leaves now of what the hell do I do with this car and motor. I reckon I'm up for definitely relining the block, at least new rings, probably new pistons, gasket, head. So pretty much a full motor rebuild, which, well, what do I do with that? I can either slap this old motor together for its second rebuild. This motor, I should just mention, it's only like 2-3 years old, hasn't even done 100,000 on it. So, and we're all trying to figure out obviously what has happened. So on the day when we're at Red Dirt, it looked like it's overpressurized and popped oil out of places it shouldn't be. So it looks like it's come out the dipstick, I think out of the back of the turbos, was on the firewall somewhere, and yeah, it just wasn't ideal. So it didn't run away or anything. I think we caught it before it went really bad and bang, but there's a lot of oil in places it shouldn't be, and the blow-by was absolutely cooked. So yeah, so I sort of called it on that trip, and you'll see in the next episode when we're out with them. Obviously my car wasn't there, I was passenger in the Jeep, which is becoming more and more reliable over in this every single day apparently. Yeah, sort of leads to the question now of what I do. On the cheap end, Dad is like, I can just slap some rings in it and send it till it goes bang again, which could be interesting, but then, you know, it could be in a month's time, 2 months' time, I'm just back to this point again, and this took way too many hours to pull apart and way too much effort, and don't really want to do that. So what I could do is give this thing a full rebuild and doing it myself and with my mates too, obviously. I am not skilled enough to do it by myself, and it'll be, I think, an interesting learning curve of actually assembling and building a motor, which I haven't done at all, and even this was a first for me, actually pulling a motor out. On the far end, engine swapping was something I've always wanted to do, an engine swap at some point. And obviously it just depends on what option you got. The cheap option all the way up to the more expensive option. The cheap option gets this car on the road sooner. The more expensive the option gets, the longer the wait is for this car to get on the road. So, I don't know, I'm off to the drawing board to figure out and start pricing up options and ideas of what I can do. But it's pretty much a cheap slap together rebuild, send it, full rebuild of the TD with I'll probably do new parts along the way, like turbo, pump, a whole bunch of other stuff while it's here, or full balls to the wall of fully redoing the car, do a motor, probably gearbox, rebuild absolutely everything out of it, which is the far end. So yes, I'm off to the drawing board to figure out options, but let me know in the comments and everything of what I should do, what you reckon went wrong with this thing, what has happened, yeah, everything, what I should do, even companies I can look at for rebuilds, companies I should look at for different parts, give me motor ideas, give me Give me everything so I can come up with options. But that's an update on my neglected bucket of bolts. So yeah, a bit of a different video. I hope you enjoyed it. So stay tuned. You'll probably see more on social media than YouTube of what's going on with this car. So links for Facebook and Instagram for our channel will be in the description. And patrols.